Hello, how are you? Hope you're doing absolutely fantastic on this lovely Monday. Just make sure the microphone's working. Yes, it is. Awesome. Turn music down a little bit so it becomes more ambient background music. Nice, groovy, ambient background music. Now, I've made sure to set the music tonight so it's not going to go into non-copyrighted stuff, because we had that issue last time. I got my way through the stream and I thought, this sounds very familiar. I think I know these songs. And lo and behold, I look over and yes, it's playing music that I cannot play on stream. Well, I can play on stream. It just causes problems for the VODs. So, I have fixed that. That's no longer a problem. So, tonight we are continuing on with the dude, the fella, the lad. We're going to be continuing to make his hips. I've also adjusted something with the camera, so I'm going to manually be doing the focus tonight. Because I got sick of the autofocus. So I can now, like, focus in nicely and show you things like, oh, look at how good that looks. That looks so good. It looks fantastic. And I don't have to worry about the camera autofocusing away. We also will be spending less time tonight fiddling around with things to make the chat look better, because we've already fixed it. Look, this section here, how it's that grey colour, chat will go in there. And that way you can read the chat across from Twitch and YouTube, as I am streaming on both. Okay. So we'll be continuing on with the waist. So we'll take it back off. Sit the rest of the dude over there, out of the way. And we will keep going. Right, so I think last time we did this section, and we are on to this that'll pop onto the side here. So we need this red sprue, I believe, which is L1. We need L1 and L2. L2's in the box, I believe, so we'll have to get that out in a second. What number are we after? 9. You know, being careful with the red pieces because they can easily stress. Luckily this one's pretty small, so you can't really tell anyway. So that one goes onto this side. Which direction are we looking? Looking that way. I'm going to adjust the focus because I'm going to be working a little closer. I'll be working at about this level, so we'll adjust the focus to here. Right, I need to get another sprue out of the box. I had to keep half the sprues for this kit in the box because there's so many. We're after 9. I like how nicely these sit in. Because once it's in, it's actually flush with the rest. Which is nice. I like that. I like it a lot. Adjust the focus a little bit more. Oh, that's too far. Okay. We also need C19. I hate the autofocus on this thing. I think I need to clean the lens. I've just turned the autofocus back on because I was struggling to get the focus right. In doing so, autofocusing is kind of sucking. Might be because the lens is dirty? I don't know. Now it can't be because the lens is dirty because I just cleaned it. Alright. Yeah, that's focusing a little better. Alright. Need a B15. That one didn't cut very well. Got some raised edges, which will cause problems later when we try and put everything together. I don't want that. Where's 17? Here. Something feels wrong about that. But apparently it's right. It's just... It doesn't sit in very well. Actually, does slide in a little further. I don't know, it just feels like it's going to come off. Oh well, it's on. Oh, actually, no, nothing attaches on the front. I would have thought something attached on the front there. Feels like it should. We got a fucking autofocus. So, see how it's raised here? Like the whole thing's sticking out. I don't know why. I feel like it shouldn't be. Alright, I gotta make another one of those now for the other side. Ooh, it's an Ectorino. How you doing? How's Transformers going? Good. Love our Transformers. Which one? That one. I think. I'm not even looking at the stuff. I'm probably making mistakes, aren't I? No? Oh, too late now. I think I've got the right one. Just did the work thing, pants off time. Woo! For all you know, I could not be wearing pants right now. You'd never know. Ah! Focus! Focus! Thank you. I lost focus. I hate this camera. This camera is not good for this. TOS? Ah, it's only TOS if I show it. We'll just say I'm in a hot tub. And the water's really clear. Or I live on the beach. Maybe I just live on the beach. Yep. Let's change the title to nude gunpla build. But for TOS reasons, nothing can be shown. I've been struggling with the autofocus tonight. It's been kind of shit. So I've been like turning it off at times and just manually doing my focus because it's been getting really annoying. If I need to find myself, so that's if I'm that close. We'll go here. There we go. Alright, now turn autofocus on for while I'm actually building stuff. And I can flick it off now to do little show and tells. Right, I need G8 and G8. 2 Gs. Have you been doing any Transformer building, Nectar? I feel like that's supposed to be the other way around. Why do I get the feeling that's supposed to be around? I'm waiting for another surge in Gunpla brain energy. Ah, yeah, I still haven't finished stickering my perfect grade. I got most of it done, and I was like, I can't be fucked. This one I will be completing all the stickers for. I can't not go through and use all these water slides. I have to use the water slides. They're just so good. It's like, once you've got all the decals on the kit, man, it just, they look so good. Water slides, yeah, water slides. Like, they are a little bit more work to put on, but the finished product, I'll show you a kit that I've put water slides on. Now, some of them are torn off because I didn't know quite what I was doing. Yeah, but the finished product with them is so good. This is one of my favorite kits. It had one of my least favorite things on a kit, but the finished product looks so good. Oh, can't draw too well, but that one is, I think, the best looking kit I have. But yeah, like, I'm gonna get some of the softener, and there's a softener and a kind of a clear cover that you can put over these so they don't move after the fact. Because I've got some of these that have eventually come loose because of dust and stuff. It's a bit dusty, but also the dust has kind of helped the look, I think. made a little less clean. But yeah, this is definitely one of the best looking kits I've got. And because the stickers are all water slides, they don't have that sticker look. They look like they've been painted on. Like, for example, that one there. We can get the autofocus, not. Anyway, they look like they're painted on, which is so nice. Yeah, if you can find one of these kits, get it. It is the shit, what's it called? Thunderbolt? It's the full armor Gundam Thunderbolt. If you can find one, get it. It is so good. There is a little annoying bit with there's some sleeves that go on. They can be a little annoying to put on, but it's just one minor thing in a very good kit. It's also a Verkar edition kit, which they are always quite nice. But yes, this will have water slides on it. Oh, okay. Yeah, they are going on wrong. That's why it was weird. I had it upside down. There we go. That's better. Odie's out there woofing. Probably find out what he's woofing about. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, no idea what he was woofing at. But he's woofing at something. It probably doesn't matter. Dogs like a woofing. Right. Where were we? I'm lost. Oh, actually, I've just realized something. The reason these stick out is probably because the other armor pieces go over the top of it. I keep forgetting this. It doesn't look like this in the end. There is white pieces that go over the top. Actually, there are white pieces, but not a lot of them. It's mostly like blacks, greys, and blues. God, this could be good fucking looking kit. Once it's done, it's going to look so amazing. I'm keen. I'm keen for the final product. It's gonna look absolutely fantastic. Like, the perfect graded version of this does look good. But if I'm being honest, I think this is going to look better. Where's F? There. I'm gonna have to fix that one. Strange thought, but you could have a small window on the stream playing Gundam anime. Bonus points if you want on like a React channel. As likely it's better to turn it into transform into content. That would be cool. But I don't know. Actually, you know, I can think of ways I could make that work. It won't happen until I redo my office, because I'm doing a full gut out the office, redo the whole lot, build a bench that goes around the whole perimeter of the room, and lots of storage and lots of stuff, and have it purpose built for my needs. It'll be perfect. But when I do it, maybe I could have like a small monitor, because I could have two cameras, one of a close-up of what I'm doing, and then one of like a me. Maybe even just have one of me from behind, and then in front I could have a small monitor playing clips from Gundam anime. That could be kind of cool. The React channels on Twitch use an overlay on the video. You can still see what's mostly happening. Yeah. Yeah, like, and then I can, if it's just, I have it on a monitor off to the side, then it's background, and it is very much transformative content, because it's not actually showing it. That isn't the content. The content is the building. That's just off to the side in the background. And I also wouldn't be showing the whole lot. I'm kind of thinking, like, what I've got in my head is I would have maybe clips of Gundam battles. And just have a bunch of clips. Maybe I could get like a small CRT TV. So it's just like looking shitty and old and awesome. That could be cool. Ah. I would have to sync the... Ooh. I've just thought of the complications of doing that. Okay, so because of the way CRTs work, how they scan from top to bottom, something I would have to try and figure out is a way to get the camera to work so it syncs up with that, so you wouldn't see the scan lines. Or do we want to see the scan lines? Maybe the shittier it looks, the better. Yeah. Yeah. I could have like a... I do like this. That would be very cool. I couldn't do it with my current setup. It wouldn't work. But I do like that idea. Maybe I'll 3D print out like a little TV and put a small monitor inside it and sit that off to the side, like up here. I could put an SD card in. It just... Oh, actually, no, that would work well. A Raspberry Pi inside of an enclosure that looks like a CRT, and put a screen on the front of it with a CRT filter. That could be a fun little project. Man, I'm loving this idea. I am loving this idea. This could be very cool. Now, I've been fiddling around with this for a while, and not actually looking at the instructions and what I'm supposed to do with it. So let's figure it out. So you go here. Oh, man. It's conspicuously real TV. But yeah, no, I could do that. I have a Raspberry Pi. I have a Raspberry Pi around here somewhere. I could get this going. I could do this. I just gotta get a small screen. You have... Yep. No, that actually took me a second to go, oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. In the fridge. No, I've got them in a cupboard. Just like, down that way. I'd have to get it would have to be specifically clips from the 70s series as well. I'd have to do... Oh no, don't do that. Don't... What's that? Get out of the way. I could before I start a kit, I could piece together all the fights from the series the kit is from. So you could see the Gundam in action while it's being built. Well, it wouldn't be that hard, really. Like, because it wouldn't have to be... It wouldn't matter if they repeated over the course of a stream. That doesn't matter too much. As long as I have enough so you get a fair bit of time between the repetition. And because when I'm building a kit, it does take me a little bit to finish the kit. Unless it's a high grade, that's only like 3 streams, but it still wouldn't take me long to throw something together. So I have a movie night with friends on a Wednesday, so on a Wednesday night I could just sit there cutting up Gundam shows. The only problem is I might get some spoilers, because I am progressively watching through as much Gundam as possible. I haven't started the next series I'm going to watch yet, but we've got another one coming too, which is looking really cool. It's being done by the I think the mechs specifically have been designed by the same designer of Evangelion. It's a very, very different design. It looks quite cool. I unfortunately missed out on getting a kit. I'm sure they'll have more come out soon, but I missed out on getting one. I should have ordered one through Hobby Link. Yeah, If you look it up, it's GQUUUUUUUX. It's a odd name, but I like the Gundam design. It's very different. It's more because Gundams, like, they tend to be more. They're more they're a bit bulkier most of the time, but not as bulky as Americanized mech suits. Like in the shit, what's it called? Mech Warrior? Yeah, Mech Warrior series. Yeah, I can't remember if that is an American series of games either. But the mech suits in that are bigger, slow, chunky, whereas Gundam's a bit faster. These ones are thinner, look even more, even quicker. Lightweight. And very cool. Quite different design. I like it when a Gundam has a bit of a different design to it. Yeah. Yeah, actually, no, I see what you mean. Yeah, no, I get that, because it feels more refined. Like they've managed to condense down the technology into a smaller package. I 100% get what you mean. But I don't think that series is due for a while. They're doing showings in Japan at the moment in some cinemas of the first 3 episodes, I think. But I don't think it's gonna start properly airing until close to the end of the year. Yeah, things getting smaller and smaller. Or in the case of graphics cards, getting bigger and bigger. I think this generation of cards is a bit more reasonably sized compared to the last gen. Last gen was stupid. Alrighty, that's the waste done. I think when it comes to the graphics cards, I don't think they're trying to make them smaller. Well, they aren't trying to make them smaller. What they're trying to do is put as much in it as possible. Doesn't matter how big it is, just make it better. Or, well, in this year's case, don't make it much better. Make it about the same. But generate as much as possible, which I don't mind. I'm seeing a lot of complaints about the new cards and how, like, it's not real frames. Okay, but in most applications, unless you know what you're looking for and you're actively looking for it, you are not going to notice the difference. You are not going to know that your frames are generated. So if the new cards are capable of doing it better, I'd say that's an improvement. Like, they did market it wrong. It was misleading. I will give it that. It was quite misleading saying that the 4070 is more powerful than the 5070 is going to be more powerful than the 4090. And then comparing it with DLSS on and all that. That was misleading. So yeah, that they approached it wrong. But I think utilizing AI frame generation is where it's going, and it is a step forward. Actually, it's a bit of a sideways step, because it's more going sideways, and then into a different direction. Because yeah, they could make them more and more powerful, but that comes at the cost of more power in a lot of cases, because graphics cards are already using a lot of power. So if they can relieve some of that power by generating some of it with AI cores instead, yeah, what would be really interesting, what I actually think would be very cool to see, is instead of having your AI frame generation on the graphics card side of things, do it on the CPU side. Yeah, that's yeah. If we weren't going down the route of generating stuff, it would pretty well end up at that point. Yeah. No, I think it's a different direction to take things, and I think it's gonna be good. And I have to say this anyway, because I'm gonna be buying one anyway. I need to upgrade. I really need to upgrade. And I'm watching all these videos about the new cards, and yeah, I'm watching all these videos about the new cards, and people saying, "Oh no, they're shit, and they're generating frames, and it's not real frames, and I want real frames," and I think I need to stop watching them, because it doesn't apply to me. Because whether it generates the frames or not, even if I don't turn DLSS on, and I just let the card do its thing, I am still tripling my current performance. My 1080 Ti sucks shit. They'll be powered by micronuclear reactors. Yeah, probably. Actually, no. 2030, we're gonna all have we're gonna have these new quantum chips that Microsoft has just developed because it's Microsoft, and they're just like, yeah, you know that thing you've been trying to do, and we're just gonna find a new state of matter. Let's just do that. We can't get this to work, so we'll just invent a new state of matter. That scientists have been trying to do for a long time. Microsoft's just like, oh yeah, well, we've done it. Moving on. And you know what's like the dog shit thing that Microsoft are doing? So they have discovered this new state of matter, and all of a sudden it's like, oh my god, we've been trying to do that for ages, and you managed to do it. How did you do it? And Microsoft's like, can't let you know our secrets. We're not telling you. Fuck you. And, yeah, that's gonna make some people very mad. Black hole opens inside your PC case. Good. PC needs to be swallowed up. It's old. It's getting old. Something I had to look up to is if my motherboard will actually support the new cards. Because the new cards have PCI Express 5. And I got PCIe 3. It's all backwards compatible, so it doesn't matter, and I'll only lose a couple percent in performance, so it doesn't matter. Alright, let's make some legs. Go over there. We need G31. Yeah, I was looking at it and thinking, oh shit, I can barely afford to buy the card. Well, actually, right now I can't even afford the card. Let alone have to do a full new PC. In saying that, the price of the graphics card is about the same as what it would cost me to replace everything else on my computer. You know how fucked that is? I was watching a Linus Tech Tips video today. He's switching over to Mac. He did a thing where he switched over to the iPhone for a bit. Didn't like it. Fair enough. I don't either. But he's switching over to Macs for a bit, so he was going through and choosing what he's going to have. He was able to buy a MacBook and a Mac Mini. Same price. What's the same? No, he could buy 2 Apple products. Sorry, I'm misspeaking. He could have bought 2 Apple products for the price of 1 graphics card. The 5090 cost as much as 2 Apple computers. That's a problem. That's what we call fucked. We want D11. Insane that the Apple products aren't going to be able to run shit. Well, Apple products are really good at what they do. I actually use a MacBook. I have a 2020 MacBook Pro that I use. Because I like the screen. I like the trackpad. One thing that Apple have figured out is their trackpads are so good. I love their trackpads. They're actually amazing. Also, did you know, fun fact about Apple trackpads, if you push down on them, they click. But they don't actually move. It vibrates. And it feels like you've just clicked. You know how insane that is? Like, if you press down on a MacBook trackpad, you're gonna say, yeah, it moved. It clicked. No. It vibrated. The damn thing vibrates as a click. And that blew my mind when I found that out. I was like, holy shit. There's no way. And yeah, the trackpad doesn't move. It feels like it does, but it actually just vibrates. How cool is that? That is very cool. Very nifty. But yeah, I use a MacBook as my daily laptop. And if I want to play games on it, I use Xbox Cloud. I use cloud streaming. It works really well. What am I doing? I'm spending so much time talking, and I'm not actually knowing what I'm doing. I've done things. Go right way around. Go that way. Go that way. Cool. Man's getting Wi-Fi from vaporized water. Yeah. Look. Go into like a Harvey Norman or somewhere that has them, and press on the trackpad. It will blow your mind that doesn't actually click. I could not believe it. It was so cool. Because I'd gone so long just thinking, yeah, it clicks. It obviously clicks. But no. I thought of getting a MacBook Pro for music, but price tag was for the high-end ones. Yeah, no. Don't. It's not worth the price tag. I've tried to do music on mine, and it can, but the only reason I've got a MacBook is because I got it for free. I wouldn't buy one, because for the price you pay for a MacBook, you could buy a much better Windows PC, and be able to... you could buy a better Windows PC and it would be able to do more for the same amount of money. So you're better off not buying a MacBook. I understand some people like it because of the Mac ecosystem. I do get it. I get why people like the Apple ecosystem. People love AirDrop. I've never used it myself because I've got an Android phone, so I just don't use AirDrop. Apparently you can get apps that will tap into it, but I just haven't. But yeah, I don't know. I just haven't gone down that route, and I never will. I like my Android phones too much, and I have a Fold, and I love my Fold. I can't go away from a folding phone anymore. Yes, I will say the battery life on the MacBook is phenomenal. If you aren't doing anything too intensive. Like if I just use... If I'm not running anything specifically on the MacBook, if I'm streaming things in, or if I'm just browsing the internet, it does last a long time. But, in saying that, if I'm trying to do anything that actually requires any sort of oomph from the computer, nah, battery dies real quick. It doesn't last that long. Like, it does last longer than most Windows laptops do, but if you're doing anything that's actually intensive that's going to use that much power, you'll want to plug it in anyway, because otherwise you're going to be throttled. MacBooks also get quite hot. Because I think, at least mine, is passively cooled. They don't have ventilation. The ventilation sucks. I will say their screens, though, are the best screens I have ever seen. Mac displays are so good. They figured it out. They know how to make a good screen. And yeah, the Max screen is so good to play Balatro on. Because it's about all it can run. Yeah. Now the Macs do do a good job of saving battery when you're not doing anything intensive on them, whereas Windows PC will chew through it a little bit. What am I looking for? I need K213. That's this one. Oh, I need to sit down for a bit. My back was starting to hurt. I was spent my weekend concreting, and now everything hurts. Right, I need stickers. I need 10. I've been playing. Last night I finished the new Indiana Jones game. That was absolutely fantastic. I'm actually going to probably go through and complete as many of the side stories as well as I can, because once you finish it, you can go back and do the side stuff. So I'm going to go back and do more of it. That's a really good game. Very good game. I highly recommend it. It's a really good couch game. It's the kind of game that's just nice to sit on the couch, relax, kick your feet up, and just play through a good story. It's very good. Forgot, if I put stuff on the right side, the camera dims. No, it's very, very good. Very good. I highly recommend. Okay. So we have now got. I think this is the knee. Feeling that's the knee. Looks like a knee. Maybe that way it's a knee. I don't know. Looks like a knee and smells like a knee, then it's probably a knee. I want 8. Blue bit. You 2 of these? Yep. Oh, no, we don't need those at all. Side. Move these over there. And I want to get the 2 small pieces mixed up with all the little cut-offs of the sprue. Everything dimmed. It's because of these. Probably. Yep. Okay. So we get this bit first with slot facing up. Turn this around. Goes in there. Like that. And this goes over the top. speed I19. Nine. Oh. No. Trying to do. No, that fucks the frame rate. That's better. Apparently, if I manually do the exposure, the frame rate becomes fucked at higher exposures. But if it just does it on its own, it's happy with the same levels. Fuck, I hate this camera. It's so shit. It's so bad at this. One day I'll sort out the camera situation. Ideally, I'd like to have two. One for here, one for over at the desk. Because I currently move the same camera around. It's very annoying. Right, where does this go? No. No. To there. I guess you keep going. No, that's as far as it goes because this goes over the other end. Yep, there we go. Why are you not getting in there? Because I got you the wrong way around. Dickhead. Do it right. Oh. G32. And now that we've talked about having a little TV running Gundam clips, all I can think about is like how I want to do it. I think I even want to make it battery powered. I think I want it to be like rechargeable. Like, so have a little battery inside it that's rechargeable through USB. Very cool. Ooh. Alright, now we get to put all these together. So they go, get this one, we get this one. Gonna do it in that way. There. You go in there. You know with that. Same for this side. You there. And you there. And then we get G34. We're also going to need 31 for the other side, so we'll cut that out while we're here. So you flick around to go like that. Grab this. That way. That one. I had the wrong one. So we want there. Ah, so this is the bottom section of the leg. I can tell because these thrusters are on the calf. They all move. They're supposed to move together, which is very cool. We like this sort of thing. It's very clever. I don't put the other side on just yet. That happens in the next section. Side. Ooh, and then we get you. There and there. Oh, you go there and there. Make sure everything is nicely pressed in. Wasn't quite yet. That's good. Same for the other one. Cool. And then we get this bit. Right over the top. I was right. This is a knee, kind of. It's knee-like. Oh man, that's quite stiff, which is good. It means it's gonna pose really well. I like it. I like it. I've been pretty pleased with most all the joints on this so far. They've all been quite nice. Alright, intermission time. I'm gonna go grab another drink. I will be right back. Enjoy the tunes. And I'm back. Right, I need B19. I really would like to finish the legs tonight, but I don't think we're going to, because there is a lot more to go. Because we've done 2 pages so far tonight, in the last nearly 2 hours. Got a little drink. So we'll go to 10:30 tonight. Where are you going? That way. Grab this. Where? What? Where does this go? Oh. Like that. Like this. No. No, it is like that. I get it now. That was confusing. I couldn't figure out where it went. Yeah. B19 on. Need F110. F110. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. 10. Two 10. Oh, that face went flying across the bench. Hey, Kez. How are you? You're tired? Big day. Actually, I think I saw something about you having a certain thing happening today. We're doing budget order. Ew. Came second in trivia. That's not bad. You can't win every night, so second is pretty good. Second is the second best after winning. So nice work. Like you always do pretty well on trivia. I feel like when you're not winning, you're at least coming second. Yeah, so you got a bit of a rivalry going. And you just switch in between. It'll either be you or them winning. Keeps it interesting. Because I guess if you win every time, it stops being fun after a while. But having a rivalry keeps it interesting. Gives it a little bit of flair, a little bit of fun. Who doesn't love a good smart-ass answer? It's the Australian way. I once said, and the manager of the pub. Wait. I said one once, and the manager of the pub pissed herself off me. Good. Good. It's good that people don't take it too seriously as well. Ugh. Well, if anyone's gonna know the right legal term, it's UKES. You've spent a lot of time and money to make sure that you do know this shit. Oh my god. Which probably made things so much worse, because then they would have been all smug and like, see, I was right. And you'd be like, well, no, you're not right. You, sir, are arguing the law with a lawyer. And you're wrong. B20. Can't rely on Google entirely anyway. It's not always right. Grabs information from the wrong places at times. You especially can't rely on the fuck. Flying. On the new generated responses that it gives you at the top. They can be wrong at times. They get information from the wrong places. I was trying to do something today. I was trying to create an MSI file today for work. I hadn't done it before, so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna learn how to do this. I am gonna learn how to create an MSI file, and I'm gonna use AI to help me because it can be useful with that sort of stuff. Well, it wanted me to use a program that was not in use anymore. Like they decommissioned it. It was end of support and it's not being used anymore. And it wanted me to use it, and I'm like, I can't. I just said like, this is no longer available. And it came back to me with, yes, it is. It was last updated in whatever month, 2023. Like, what? Yeah, and we're in 2025. Just because it was updated in 2023 doesn't mean it's still available. It just means that in 2023 it received its final update. So it tried to argue with me. It's like, fuck off. I'm not arguing with an AI. It can get fucked. AI has simultaneously made my job easier and harder at the same time. Like most people would know that a lot of what IT work is, it's Googling. It's spending a lot of time Googling issues. Where the knowledge comes in is understanding what to Google. That's the complicated bit. But now, it's becoming less what to Google and becoming more what to ask the AI to Google for me. And it's so much quicker. AI can't do legal shit? No, it can't because it's out of date. As well as I think there's probably some other legal ramifications of that too, but it's not up to date. Unless there was specifically a system that is designed, like, AI that you, ChatGPT or any of the publicly available AI systems are not capable of doing it because they don't have the right information. But you could give it the right information. So all it would require is for you to put the right, have the right information available to it, which is where a service that somebody could create a service that is paid for by lawyers for a fuck ton of money because they can, and proprietary stuff tends to cost a lot more. It could be specifically designed for law and have people working consistently to make sure that the database it has is as up to date as it possibly can be. There is a lawyer with an IT background who was trying to create an AI for legal officers. Exactly. So it's not something that you can't do with, you can't just punch something into ChatGPT and get the correct answer all the time. You can get a vague answer that may help you a little bit, but isn't going to always be the correct answer, especially when it comes to law, because it doesn't have all the information. But you could create one that does. Which is why there are specific AI repositories for things like coding. Yeah, ChatGPT on its own is capable of doing it, but there are certain sub-branches that are better at it. So far as only for industrial law, which I reckon it's gonna be one of the things. It takes a long time. There's a lot of information to get in there. So yeah, I guess starting industrial law and then moving on from there and just slowly creating it. Once it's fully built, adding to it's a lot easier. It's just the initial process. There's just so much, so many years. Like you mentioned before the stuff from the 1600s. So there's so much information to put into it. But once it's all in there, all the backdated stuff, it only needs to be updated, which is a lot easier to do. If he's an expert in industrial law, there's definitely the place to start. That makes sense. You start with the thing you know, and then you start branching out into the stuff you don't, or don't know as well. Because I'm sure that somebody in law is going to know little bits of other spaces. It's like me working in IT. I specialize in a specific area, but I know parts of other spots. I'm not a programmer. I don't know code. I can't write it, but I can read it and modify it. I know enough that if I need to, I can modify code to do what I want, or understand what I'm looking for to make it do what I want. But that's the same for a lot of industries. I'd say that's the same for most industries. You know, in every industry where there are multiple areas of that same industry, you may be an expert at one thing and that is your focus, but you're gonna know little bits of how everything else around it works. Just from exposure. And knowing other pieces of the area is helpful. No speechwriting legislation, but fucked if I know the admin and factions. But do you know bits of it? Like, do you have an understanding of something in that area? A little, yeah. Which is the point. Like, you know a little bit in that area as well. Me working in IT for car dealerships, I know a lot. I know my IT side, I know my computer side, but I have been slowly learning everybody else's jobs. Because if I know how to do their job, if something's going wrong, I can look at what they're doing and say, okay, I can see where you've gone wrong here. Just honestly, IT is not about the computers, it's about the people. If you do help desk, you've got to be able to work with people. So the other lady knows all about admin, and my boss knows bosses across the factions. Both of them can't read legislation. But between the three of you, you create a single person who knows it all. But so they know nothing about legislation though? Well, they'd have to know something about legislation, wouldn't they? They'd be exposed to it. a little. The other lady puts in amendments to ChatGPT to find out what she doesn't understand. Which that makes sense. That's like this is a perfect use of it. It's just to get a bit of an understanding of something. Not to completely rely on it, but to use it. It's a tool. It's a very cool tool. Quite nifty. One of the biggest dipping your toes into something else to benefit yourself thing I have ever seen just happened with Microsoft. They discovered / created a new state of matter. I can't remember the name of it, but you've got liquid, gas, solid. They've created another one. I can't remember what it was called, but they created another one to benefit their quantum chips. That's like... That is just... It's ridiculous. It's so cool. I'm all for this. I'm not exactly for the we're not telling anyone how we did it thing. I think they probably should, because this is a huge breakthrough and they should publish their findings. And they're not, because they don't want anyone else to do what they're doing right now, because they're currently ahead with it. This would have really boosted their stock prices. Yeah, so they've just discovered another state of matter. Because why not? But quantum computers will be a huge thing. Once it's all functioning and doing its thing, it's going to be very cool. F. I've lost the F sprue. No, it's right here. You're staring me right in the face. Right. Last couple of pieces, and then we'll finish up. No, well, I don't really eat breakfast. And if I want high protein breakfast, I tend to just eat 6 eggs. I love to have a good big scramble. No, I just don't really eat breakfast. But uh, what have you got there, kid? What have you got? I'm still I would like to know. Red recipe chaffles. Egg and cheese waffles. Ooh, okay, go on. I'm interested. This sounds good. I could eat this. I've been taking creatine again. I'm back on it. I stopped taking it for a while, but I'm back on it again. Mix eggs and cheese with spring onion and cook in a waffle iron. Preheat or eat cold. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I have a waffle iron. I don't. Been saying that, I could try and make pancakes instead. But either way, I reckon I'm gonna try that. That sounds pretty good. One more way to work. Okay, so you slot into there. Not that one. That one does. You go into that gap there. Into here. There we go. So now it moves. Cool. Cool. I'll finish off this actually no. I will actually stop here. This is a good spot to stop, I think. We're getting there. We are getting there. So we built this waist tonight. Looks pretty good. The camera wants to focus properly. Yeah. So far, I'm pretty good. I do love all the little red dots, the little red bits around the place. They look fantastic. Add a little bit of color. Legs. Good bit of motion in them. Alrighty, well, we'll finish over there tonight. I hope you all enjoyed tonight's stream. We spent a lot of time just chatting about things. I spent some time ranting, kind of ranting. I think it was ranting. It really was. I got very passionate. Okay, so we're going to raid as usual on a Monday. Carls and Jimmy, who are doing Elden Ring playthrough. It was a TED Talk. That's right, it was a TED Talk. Thank you all for coming to my TED Talk. Next TED Talk is tomorrow night, and we will be TED Talking while playing Ultima Online. I don't know what the plan is in that. I actually don't know what the plan is going forward in it. Because it's feeling now like we're doing a lot of the same thing every night. Just going to a dungeon and killing a lot of shit. So I don't know what my plan is with it anymore. I've kind of hit a bit of a wall. Because normally in an MMO, you just go, I don't know what to do. I don't know. I'll just go do a quest or something. In Ultima, it's not like that. And that is the appeal for some people. And I do like it. But I'm finding it hard to find things to do on stream now with it. I'm also losing my drive to play it off stream. I'm still loving the game, but I don't have as much of a drive anymore because I know when I go to play it, I know exactly what I'm going to be doing, and it's the same thing every time. It's just going to a dungeon and killing things endlessly to try and level up my aspect. So I want to keep playing this game a lot. I really do see why people love this game. And I know there is more I can do later on. But I don't know. Find yourself finish the dungeon with no clothes on. Well, that's the thing with this game, Nectar. You kind of can't. You don't. Your whole character is based around what they're wearing. It's not really. I don't know. But, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just in a bit of a pickle with the game. But I'll figure things out. But at least that's the plan for tomorrow. Oh, me. Well, we've already established that tonight I'm not wearing pants. Made a real dungeon. Righto. I'm gonna start the raid thing. Alrighty. We're gonna go raid Carl's. Carl's and Jimmy are about to go into a boss by the looks of it. So we'll join them as they go into this boss, and it looks like it's one of the later bosses too, which would be cool. Alright, well, hope you all enjoyed tonight's stream. I'll hopefully catch you all on tomorrow for Ultima Online. Have a good night, and enjoy Carl's and Jimmy's stream. They're streaming together. Enjoy it.